Hey guys, this is Ryan from NintendoRadio.com, here today to review Scribblenaughts for the Nintendo DS. Now, in case anyone doesn't know, this game is a game about doing anything. See, I can just choose Cthulhu, which, of course, everyone knows, that's not very creative, and you can just solve puzzles however you want. It's a very good game. Let's actually start off with a little of the extras now that I'm on the menu system. After beating every level, you get things called OLARs by how creative you can solve levels or how little items. And you can use that to play... Sorry, this is doing a custom level. You can use those to shop for things like avatars and different songs you can use. For example, here's a couple of avatars. I bought an alien and a witch and a zombie and a pirate. And you can use those later in the game to play as. And then not only that, but you can... There's a really extensive level editor, which is the really cool thing, is that you can use these. You can choose any level you played in the game. Choose from a world. Well, let's go to Ancient. And then you choose a level you've already unlocked. And then you can just edit it with your own stuff. And you can even put in where you want Maxwell to start. And you can play and test it. You can add in, like, God. Wahaha. Versus Raw. I don't know if they'll actually fight. Nope. Guess not. But you knew that kind of stuff, and then just write for puzzles to start, which makes the replay value really large. It's a big plus in my book. And not only that, but you can use it to share against a bunch of other friends that you have on the internet. Okay, let's jump into the real game right now. So, I'll give you a little demo with one of these easier levels. Yeah, everyone's seen that on the internet. Let's go with level 3. So there's two types of game modes. There's puzzle and action. Puzzle is basically where they give you a problem like this, and you have to solve it, and then you get this thing called a starlight. So for example, what gives something that Santa likes but doesn't already have? Well, of course, Santa would like children, because he's weird like that. So you type in children, and oh, look. You win and get a starlight. That's one of the really easier ones. Even once you get up to level 5 or 6, some of them get really difficult. Now, the good thing about this, too, is that you don't have to beat all of them to keep on playing. Oh, and also, after you beat it once, you can go through and play through it multiple times, but you can't use the same objects you did before. And it's kind of like a challenge to get more starlights. But the good thing about this is that you get OLARs, they're called, which, let me adjust the screen, right there up in the top corner. OLARs right here, and those are basically the money of the game. And you can use this to buy new worlds to go to, so if you've completed enough challenges, you don't have to play... Oh, did not mean to do that again. You don't have to play through all the levels. You can just skip through them and get through all the worlds, basically. The other type of level is action level, and these are just stuff where they show you the starlight, and they're like, go get it. So, here's an example of it. This might have been a little bit of a long example. So, for example, I can draw like a flamethrower. And if typing isn't your deal, then there's a little, you can switch to pads so you can handwrite each letter. Let's flamethrower this thing. One of the major gripes that I had, the gameplay is awesome. It works perfectly, everything is great, except for one thing. This isn't something that a lot of reviewers mention, but I definitely notice it, is that the big difference is they say they do have everything that's not copyrighted or vulgar, and they do for the most part. One major flaw is that they tend to use a lot of the same artwork for a lot of stuff, like that fireball is the same artwork they use for Plasma, which is kind of annoying. And not only that, but they don't have some stuff like Bug Zapper, which they may also have it, you just have to reword it differently, like, oh, Biographer. They do have a lot of stuff, which is nice, and I know a bunch of people on the internet are going to start hating on me for saying that they don't have everything, but the fact of the matter is that the game claims to have everything. It just seems like there was a lot of hype, and the hype ended up building up a little bit too much than it should have. Kind of got all our hopes up. But they do have a lot of stuff, don't get me wrong, that's a minor flaw. So let's see here. Another one of the most obvious ones is what a lot of other people have already noticed as well, too, is that the control style really doesn't work too well. Let me get a diving helmet. It's unfortunate because you have to move Maxwell with the same button that you... Oh, not dive. You have to move Maxwell with the same button that you pick up objects with, which really doesn't tend to work very much, because when you're trying to choose objects, Maxwell wants to move at the same time. Let's pick up this. But that's another minor gripe. It's not really the fact that you can't choose the D-pad, it's the fact that everything's all in one... Wow, I should probably use a jetpack. All in one button. Come on! Okay. Let's get a board. The sound is really good too. You can choose from all these different soundtracks to play the game, which is really nice. Come on. Okay. Ice block? I can't believe I already solved this puzzle, but I can't remember how I did it. Here we go. There. Jetpack. You use some crazy stuff too. You can have basically anyone fight. Everyone knows about the God versus Cthulhu fights and all that. You can even summon the gates of hell. Hell. Not only that, but it's really nifty how the game developers put in certain things like keyboard cat. Keyboard cat. Wait for it. Keyboard cat. That's right. Amazing its glory. It's pretty cool. It's they do a lot of internet stuff, which is internet, what are they, parodies and all that, and it definitely works. Flamethrower. Let's solve this puppy. This game is, most of the time you can find yourself doodling around for hours. The puzzle building, I only found myself, screw it. You get the idea. I would have won right there. You only find yourself doodling around, for hours, but you only find yourself doing the puzzles for, here or there. Most of the time, it's just fun trying to figure out what does what. Overall, I mean, the game's a well-polished game. There's some small minor gripes that I think could have been fixed in the second one, but it is nothing compared to the overall intensity of the game and how deep and thrilling it is to be able to just conjure up anything you want. Not only that, but it is difficult. I haven't got past the most difficult levels yet. I'm stuck on level 6. Most of the ones you'll find stuck on are the puzzle levels. Unfortunately, also, some of the stuff won't be able to be used as you would have liked, which tends to make it a lot harder as well. But overall, it's still a well-polished game, like I said before. So, for Scribblenaughts for the Nintendo DS, I will give it an 8.5 out of 10. It's a great game. There's a few minor control errors, and although I know I'm going to get a bunch of hate mail, there are a couple... Oh, I can unlock this level now. Look at that. Bye. There are a couple of stuff that I think should have been more added in there. And other than that, it's a great game, and everyone should go pick it up. So, that's it for this week of Nintendo Radio's reviews. Go check out the site, www.nintendoradio.com. And thanks for watching, guys. This is Ryan from Nintendo Radio, and I am out.